My first Shameless Season 4 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important if you aren't caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And while I never did reviews of Shameless on this channel before when Shameless was airing, I did do a Shameless series finale rant video when the series finale aired. So if you've seen every single episode and every single season of Shameless and want to hear me complain about the finale, click right here with about 20 seconds left to go. That's the end screen. That'll be the link to the video that I made about it. And make sure you leave a comment and smash the like button for that video. This will be Shameless Season 4, Episode 1. The title of this episode is called Simple Pleasures. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode about an hour ago. Fiona and Debbie are getting ready together in the morning. It's a Sunday. Fiona is going to a Bears game. Fiona goes outside to see that Carl's peeing off of the balcony. Carl wants Lip's old room, and Fiona says no, because he's going to be home for the summer and the holidays. Debbie has grown up a bit as a teenager, as she has a teenager attitude. Fiona asks Kev if he has a Bears jersey that she can borrow, and Carol wants money from Kev and V to, go through the pregnancy. Kev gives Fiona a William the Refrigerator Perry Bears jersey. Fiona and Mike are going slow. They haven't even had sex yet, but she gave him a hand job. A hand job, really? Hand jobs are the dumbest thing in the world. If somebody wants to give me a hand job, I'd say I can do it better than myself, honestly. Tony finds Frank at a crack house. Yes, we don't see much of Tony anymore, but Tony, Officer Tony, that slept with Fiona earlier on in Shameless, so he's there every once in a while. Debbie goes to visit Mandy Malkovich. Mickey's mad that Svetlana only made $220 for the day. That's like after 17 men that she either gave handjobs to or blowjobs to. We get our first look of Lip in college. Mike shows up at the Gallagher home while Carl's watching Saw from 2004. Pretty good movie. We get introduced to a few of Debbie's new friends. One of them could be construed as a whore or both. They're like preppy, slut, younger kids. I don't know. Tony brings Frank over to the Gallagher house, who, of course, has passed out. And then, of course, tells Carl that, good luck. Sheila is cleaning the downstairs bathroom as she just comes over to the Gallagher house to clean things because she needs something to do. Carl tells Sheila about Frank. Sheila says, Frank, you're filthy. Debbie and Holly go guy hunting, so to speak. Lip works at the school cafeteria, or is it a cafeteria around school campus? Lip smokes in the kitchen, even though he's not supposed to do that. Fiona returns home from the Bears game. Carl wants to keep Frank, and Fiona says no, and then decides Carl can keep him, but he has to clean up his messes and be completely responsible for him. Debbie gets a ride home from Matt, one of the guys that she met. Mike is texting Fiona, and he's being a dirty little cup boy. Fiona wakes Carl up for school on Monday, and Carl had a wet dream, and Frank notices it. And Frank says Carl's a late bloomer. He tells Carl to masturbate a few more times a day, and Frank says he needs Carl to get him a few things. Kev wakes up with a very huge boner and starts to try to have some fun with V, but V's not feeling good, and V actually gets sick in the morning, and then she takes a pregnancy test, and she says, you've got to be shitting me. I think that's what she said. Kev gets a call at the alibi. Stan's sick, and Kevin's got to go see him. And V, we find out, is definitely pregnant. So we thought she couldn't have kids, but now she can have kids. Seems like a error in the plot, like they decided that V should have kids instead of not. Fiona finds more about WWC's, I think that's the name of the company she works for, WWC Worldwide Cups or something like that. Their 401k benefits, because Fiona doesn't know anything about 401k. The TA gave Lip a D, and he questions it. He recommends that Lip find another course if he's going to continue with this poor work, because Lip kind of half-assed it, thinking he could get away with getting a great grade, and this TA is like a know-it-all. I don't know. He was just kind of rude, but he kind of made sense at the same point. So Kev goes to visit Stan, and he finds out that Stan has already died. Sheila's now cleaning the upstairs bathroom. If Sheila wants to come over to my house and clean my bathrooms on a regular basis, she certainly can do that. Frank says he has to find other ways to get alcohol in his system. If he just goes and drinks it, it hurts really bad. So he's got to put it through his asshole in a weird way. And Sheila says hello to Frank. V tells Fiona that she's pregnant. V's going to want to have Carol get an abortion, as her and Kev are having their own, and she doesn't want to look at a mama baby. Mandy looks through her phone at pics of her and Lip as she's busy with her new man, who is African American, and obviously Mickey doesn't like that. He called him some kind of slur. Maybe it's not a slur. I can't remember what it was, and I didn't put it down. Mickey jerks off to a picture of Ian in the bathroom and then ends up punching the mirror. Fiona has sex with Mike, finally. Matt took Debbie out for dinner, and she says she likes him, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek. Goodbye. Kev tells V that Stan has died, and then V tells Kev that she's pregnant. And Kevin's like, what? What? Carl's jerked off 9 times. Frank says, how about when he's not in the room, you can do that? And then Frank takes a sip of beer and then coughs it back up. Again, he just can't do anything alcohol related down the throat. It's got to be through other ways, like in his veins or up his asshole or something like that. And we do have a mid-credits scene of Carl bringing home a tube of Vaseline and then going into the bathroom with it. So, okay episode of Shameless for the series premiere, or not the series premiere, I'm sorry, the season premiere, season 4 premiere. I'm going to give the episode an 8.1 out of 10, and that's kind of a low score, but I know this season gets really good and is like solid mid-8s for the rest of the season, like 8.8, 8.7, 8.99, 9.2, 9.1. And then my characters of the episode, I was kind of torn between Mike and Carl, so they're co-male characters of the episode. I think this was Carl's best episode on Shameless because he really did a lot, and he got more focus with Lip being away and Ian being Ian not even in this episode. And female character, even though I don't like her, and this is the start of her being one of the worst characters in TV history, Debbie is going to be the female character of the episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash that like button. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Shameless. What would you score it? And whom would be your male and female characters of the episode? I'm sorry I gave Mike and Carl a tie. I couldn't choose. And then, of course, if you want to see my Shameless series finale rant video, if you've seen every single episode of Shameless, click right here, right now. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team as you're watching the video anyway, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.